Now, these are devastating and truly horrific allegations.
Everything Catherine believed about the past changed the moment one forgotten document surfaced where it never should have existed. Hidden inside Prince William's private archive, buried beneath decades of carefully preserved photographs and personal papers, lay a single pregnancy examination record carrying Princess Diana's name. Yet one impossible detail transformed an ordinary medical document into the beginning of what palace insiders now describe as a 40-year secret that someone had desperately tried to keep alive. If the official royal timeline was true, this document could not exist. But if the document was genuine, then someone inside the palace had been quietly manipulating evidence for years. According to internal palace sources, everything reportedly began sometime last month when Princess Catherine decided to clean, organize, and carefully review Prince William's long-preserved collection of archived files, photographs, and personal records. What started as nothing more than routine sorting suddenly became something far more unsettling. While examining every folder with meticulous attention, Catherine reportedly uncovered a yellowed pregnancy examination record clearly bearing the name of the late Princess Diana. Initially, nothing seemed extraordinary. She naturally assumed it was simply another medical record connected to Diana's pregnancy with Prince William during the early 1980s. But the closer she looked, the more every line seemed to challenge that assumption. The document refused to fit comfortably into history, and Catherine reportedly sensed that something was terribly wrong before she even finished reading it. Then came the discovery that allegedly stopped her cold. The examination record was dated exactly 1 year after Prince William's birth. The timeline made no sense whatsoever. It directly contradicted publicly available historical records as well as the palace's official medical timeline from that period. Instead of dismissing the inconsistency as a clerical mistake, Catherine reportedly treated it as something far more significant. Every clue suggested the document had not wandered into William's archive through accident, administrative confusion, or coincidence. According to the account, she gradually became convinced that someone had intentionally placed it among William's private possessions, expecting one specific person to eventually find it. And that person, it appeared, was Catherine herself. Rather than raising immediate alarm inside Kensington Palace or discussing the discovery with Prince William or senior royal staff, Catherine reportedly made a decision that dramatically raised the stakes. She chose complete silence. Every instinct reportedly warned her that revealing the discovery too early might destroy any chance of understanding why the document existed in the first place. Instead of inviting speculation before obtaining evidence, she quietly began her own independent investigation. Every faded marking, every handwritten notation, every printed address became another clue. If somebody had orchestrated this discovery years in advance, Catherine reportedly intended to discover not only who had planted the document, but also what hidden truth they wanted exposed after all this time. One faint address printed in the corner of the pregnancy record reportedly became her first real lead. Piece by piece, Catherine reconstructed historical medical information until she identified the physician who had allegedly been on duty the day the examination took place. Time had transformed him into an elderly doctor, living quietly in isolation, far removed from palace life and public attention. Without delay, Catherine reportedly arranged to meet him personally. She understood that if the mysterious document truly originated from his hospital, then he might be the only remaining person capable of explaining why Princess Diana's name appeared on a record that seemed impossible to reconcile with history. The atmosphere reportedly shifted the instant Catherine presented a copy of the pregnancy document. The elderly doctor allegedly became visibly distressed. His hands reportedly trembled, his expression filled with anxiety, and he repeatedly glanced around as though fearing unseen listeners. Catherine maintained a calm but unwavering tone before asking the question that had brought her there. She reportedly explained that the document carried Princess Diana's name, yet was dated 1 year after William's birth. Then asked him to describe exactly what had happened that day. Instead of immediately answering, the doctor hesitated through a long silence before finally acknowledging that Princess Diana had indeed been brought to the hospital in a state of severe physical and emotional exhaustion, accompanied by a trusted personal attendant. That explanation alone failed to satisfy Catherine. She reportedly pointed directly to the pregnancy examination record and questioned why such results existed if Diana had merely been suffering exhaustion. The doctor's reaction allegedly became even more guarded. Rather than directly addressing the pregnancy record, he shifted toward another detail that appeared almost unrelated until he quietly uttered one name. According to his account, on that exact day, another visitor had also been inside the hospital. He claimed that Mrs. Camilla, who at the time was Prince Charles's mistress, had been present as well. Suddenly, the investigation no longer centered only on an unexplained medical document. It now appeared to intersect with one of the most controversial relationships in modern royal history. Catherine reportedly recognized the significance immediately. She pressed further, asking whether Camilla's presence had any connection to Princess Diana's condition. Yet, instead of expanding his explanation, the elderly doctor allegedly recoiled in fear. He reportedly insisted he had sworn an oath of silence concerning anything connected to Camilla and begged Catherine not to force him to continue. Although his words remained incomplete, his overwhelming panic reportedly revealed something more powerful than a direct confession ever could. If decades after retirement, he remained terrified whenever Camilla's name surfaced. Catherine allegedly concluded that Camilla might possess knowledge reaching far beyond a chance hospital visit. Someone, somewhere, still seemed determined to keep that chapter permanently sealed. Unfortunately for Catherine, secrecy reportedly lasted only until she stepped outside the doctor's residence. Several freelance journalists allegedly spotted her leaving the private medical facility and quickly photographed the meeting. Within hours, those images reportedly spread across online platforms, igniting widespread speculation throughout social media. Questions multiplied faster than answers. Why had the Princess of Wales quietly visited a retired physician connected to Princess Diana's past? What investigation was important enough to keep hidden from public view? And, as headlines intensified, another question reportedly became impossible to ignore. If Catherine's visit had already unsettled one elderly witness, what effect would the publicity have on the one person whose name had suddenly re-entered the mystery, Camilla? As photographs of Catherine's visit reportedly raced across newspapers, websites, and social media, the investigation allegedly shifted from a private search for answers into a crisis capable of reopening wounds buried since 1983. According to the narrative, the leaked images struck Camilla with overwhelming psychological force. Memories she believed had disappeared forever reportedly came flooding back. Palace insiders claimed that long before public opinion divided the monarchy, Princess Diana had already been enduring crushing emotional pressure from royal expectations, while simultaneously confronting Prince Charles's secret relationship with Camilla. Every disappointment allegedly chipped away at Diana's emotional stability until hope itself became something increasingly fragile. According to the account, exactly 1 year after Prince William's birth, Diana reportedly entered an extremely severe psychological crisis. Constant pressure from royal life, combined with the devastating realization that Charles continued his relationship with Camilla, allegedly pushed her into profound despair. During this period, the story claims Diana began displaying symptoms of pseudocyesis, commonly described within the narrative as a phantom pregnancy. Believing another child might somehow rescue her collapsing marriage, she reportedly clung to that hope with desperate determination. Then, everything allegedly unraveled. After suffering complete physical exhaustion and collapsing, Diana was rushed to the hospital, unaware that fate was about to place her in the same building as the woman she blamed for her suffering. The account alleges that while Diana underwent medical examination, Camilla happened to be attending the very same hospital for a personal appointment. According to the doctor, Diana eventually regained consciousness only to hear devastating news. She was reportedly informed that she was not pregnant, and that the symptoms she had experienced were consistent with a phantom pregnancy rather than an actual child. The revelation allegedly shattered what remained of her emotional resilience. Every dream she had invested in saving her marriage reportedly collapsed within seconds. Then, according to the narrative, Diana saw Camilla nearby, and years of heartbreak, humiliation, betrayal, and helplessness allegedly erupted into a confrontation neither woman could control. The story claims Diana confronted Camilla inside the hospital, accusing her of destroying both her family and her future. Camilla allegedly responded with equally harsh words until the argument reportedly escalated beyond shouting. According to the narrative, Camilla lost control, shoved Diana with force, and caused her to fall heavily to the floor, leaving her unconscious once again. The doctor on duty and Diana's accompanying attendant allegedly witnessed the entire confrontation from beginning to end. What began as an emotional dispute had reportedly become an incident capable of shaking the monarchy itself if anyone ever learned what had occurred behind those hospital walls. According to the account, Camilla allegedly realized immediately how catastrophic public exposure could become. The narrative claims she used money, medical benefits, and direct threats to pressure both the doctor and Diana's attendant into absolute silence. Diana herself reportedly chose never to speak publicly about the confrontation, allegedly fearing that Charles would dismiss both her emotional condition and her accusations against Camilla if news of the phantom pregnancy became public. Instead of seeking justice, the story says Diana buried the experience completely, allowing the hospital incident to disappear into history while those who witnessed it carried the burden of silence for decades. Back in the present, Catherine reportedly refused to abandon the investigation despite mounting pressure, just as her search for evidence appeared to reach another dead end. The narrative introduces an unexpected figure whose arrival allegedly changed everything. A former close servant of Camilla reportedly contacted Catherine in secret, requesting a private meeting inside a secure location within the palace. According to the account, years of serving Camilla had left the woman emotionally exhausted. She allegedly described enduring repeated abuse of power, psychological pressure, and demands to perform questionable behind-the-scenes tasks. Unable to carry the burden any longer, she reportedly decided that exposing the truth mattered more than protecting old loyalties. Catherine reportedly then asked the question connecting every mystery together. How had Princess Diana's pregnancy examination record reached Prince William's private archive? The servant allegedly answered with a confession that transformed the entire investigation. According to the narrative, she alone had secretly preserved a copy of Diana's phantom pregnancy file all those years, before leaving palace service. She reportedly decided to correct what she believed had been decades of silence. Believing Catherine respected evidence above palace politics, she allegedly arranged for an acquaintance to discreetly place the document inside Prince William's photograph collection. Convinced Catherine would eventually discover it and quietly investigate instead of ignoring it. What had looked like an impossible coincidence was now being presented as a carefully planned message waiting years to be delivered. When Catherine reportedly asked whether the servant was prepared to repeat every allegation publicly, the woman allegedly answered without hesitation. She claimed she would fully cooperate, provide every remaining piece of evidence, and stand as a witness, despite decades of intimidation. According to the narrative, Catherine had finally secured the missing link connecting the mysterious pregnancy document, the doctor's fearful testimony, and the alleged pattern of concealment surrounding Camilla. Yet while Catherine quietly strengthened her case, the story suggests Camilla was already making desperate moves behind the scenes. Believing 40 years of carefully guarded secrets were collapsing around her, she allegedly began searching for ways to pressure every remaining witness before the investigation reached its most dangerous stage.